What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be talking about today is Pausegate. Now, I don't know if Bill Belichick started this or the New England Patriots has anything to do with it, but it's similar to what happened with them with Spygate. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes come out, and what happens is this, right? When you're beating on someone in Madden is it's a very difficult type of game to understand, because for those of you that have wives like myself, or if you have girlfriends, or if you're a girl that plays it, or you have boyfriends, whatever it is, this game brings out a different type of energy out of anyone, because what happens is you have a set goal that you want to do, and you don't care what it takes to get it accomplished. You want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter how it's supposed to happen, what's supposed to happen. You want to do it. And when it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go because of whatever the situation is, maybe the guy, you know, he throws the ball right through your kneecap, whatever it is. By the way, when I'm speaking of throwing the ball through your body, I want you guys to head over to GmiasWorld on Instagram and check out my post about what some of the worst things that can possibly happen in Madden, and leave some of your thoughts there. I really want to hear some of the things that have happened to you guys, because some people say things and it's like, it's no way that can happen. And then you guys might send me a tweet and I see it and I'm like, I can't really, but did he just really just spin move me like that? Anyway, I say to myself, it's no way that this can be real. And then it turns out that it is. So with that being said, I'm very, very interested in knowing the experiences that you guys go through, because I just like to share it. That's one of the things that are fun within the community. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying originally, this game initiates a lot of rage. Okay, so people are going to try to do different things. Like right there, he threw that right to me. He threw it right to me. He's garbage. Like, I know he's trash. It's not about him, you know, being a halfway good player. The dude's garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got to call it for what it is. The dude sucks, right? So because we understand that, if we start putting it on this boy, he is going to make a decision. He's going to figure out if he can play with his Wi-Fi connection, which are two dead squirrels. One of them had their net cut, you know, the net cut off right on his roof. So his connection is wild. He's going to tinker with his Wi-Fi and possibly try to DC me, or he'll try to start pause the game and do other weird stuff like that. Now, all of us, no matter how good you are in Madden, has taken a vicious beating since like Madden 16. I think everybody could say that they've, you know, gotten a bad loss. Prior to Madden 16, well, maybe Madden 25 and prior, I never really got blown out like that. Like, I would lose games, but it only started happening after Madden 16 with the patch. Like, you go check my games out. Every now and again, you'll get a bad loss because somebody was pretty good. But in the most recent Maddens, you can really play somebody that has their TV off, no fingers, no eyebrows, and no butt cheeks, and they'll sit on their spinal cord, and they will just give you a hell game that you will never, ever believe. And that's just the way the game is designed. It's nothing else you can really do about it. But this guy right here, he's going to choose the Pausegate route. Now, you know, it kind of makes it difficult for people to understand what DCs are, and a lot of people accuse people of having, you know, of DC glitching and stuff like that. This guy is not a DC glitcher. He's just an annoying guy that has no self-respect. You see, it's a difference, and people have to understand that. You have to give this guy credit. Like, if you run into him and you know that he's a Pausegate specialist, you got to give him credit. At least he's not trying to take the win away from you. He just wants to waste some of your time, which is even worse in my opinion. But at least he's not doing what other people are doing. You know, I get complaints throughout my Twitter timeline all throughout the day about, yo, I got DC glitch here, I got DC glitch here, yo, this was a DC glitch. Like 100% of them aren't DC glitches. It's just people turning off their system, and sometimes EA can't recognize what's going on. But if it's a repeat offender, then obviously we're on to something. But that's not usually the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy right here that I'm playing, he has no idea what he's doing. All he knows how to do is be an idiot. So because that's his only advantage and superpower, we have to counteract that. That's what this is all about. And that's what I don't think you guys understand. Like, we all rage, but we rage for different reasons. You see what I'm saying? Like, this guy right here, he wants to throw me a pick so bad, but EA, even with hot hands and me timing it perfectly, they will allow me to drop those picks because they know that this guy sucks. That's the thing about it. People don't really seem to understand. It's not about everything else like, yo, bro, yo, EA, DDA. It's not about that, bro. Maybe somebody is onto something with the even teams or whatever it is. It's something other than that, because the way that the game is altered in different fashions, it's sort of like this, right? I know most of us have played Street Fighter, right? You remember the original Street Fighter? Okay, he's starting Pausegate now. But listen, you remember the original Street Fighter? I don't know if you guys remember M. Bison, bro. When you used to go and fight him, if you were playing on, like, you know, the highest difficulty, which most of us did, M. Bison will literally be doing things that it was virtually impossible. The dude will be doing, first of all, he's doing a kick where, like, gravity doesn't permit it to happen, and he's doing it continuously, and he'll just have you in the corner beating the hell out of you. And then the game would make it so that, you know, it would still give you like a chance you could put more quarters into the arcade machine. I'm talking about the arcade, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was about, right? So that would only happen to make sure that you were, you know, you're going to spend money, you're going to keep coming back. And that's similar to what happens here, but M. Bison would give you absolutely no chance to win. You still have a chance to win in this. You see what I'm saying? EA just makes it harder. I'm going to tell you right now, there were certain times that M. Bison would literally start beating me up in the physical. Like, he would come out of the arcade and just start giving me the same kick in my face. That's how I felt. That was maximum rage, but that was maximum DDA action. But guess what, though? We all figured out that it was all about timing. You see what I'm saying? It was all about timing. We all knew when we had to block. We knew when we had to let him, you know, hit us and stuff like that, when he was going to get a hit, and we knew what we needed to do. Remember that. You see what I'm saying? Like, with everything, it doesn't matter what it is. There's always a counter. As this guy continues to do Spygate, there was always a counter. Because I remember, even with Mortal Kombat, when you would fight Shang Tsung, and it was, you know, the dude just be morphing into everybody at the right time and doing wild. You're like, what the? But then you realized, you know what I'm saying, that he was doing it only at specific times. So then you kind of figured it out. That's why there was always that kid that was there at the arcade that was waiting to play. If you know, you'd be in there long, whatever, and then you would play him, beat the hell out of him, and he'll allow you to, you know, play the computer or whatever. There would always be a kid that was there that understood everything about the timing, and he was the best player. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, it's still computer generated. And that's why when you're playing like these idiots now, the computer does a lot of the work, which is why I believe that everybody believes that the dynamic difficulty adjustment has something to do with it. You see what I'm saying? Because the computer does do a lot more. For instance, if you hike the ball and put the remote down in this run play, the CPU will run the ball for you. Past Maddens didn't do that. You would just stand still. That was full user control. This is not full user control. We all know that. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. But throughout playing the game, you start to understand and you figure out like what needs to be done. But if you run into a guy that's playing cover 4 drop with a 99 team, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to do certain things and to maneuver around it. Even if you have like the best rate. Like, look what he's doing now. This guy is straight up he's doing Pausegate. Listen, it's nothing you can do about this because EA thinks that giving somebody 5 pauses is something that should be done. I would say max 2 because like let me tell you the reasons why I ever paused the game. And I actually only had 1 concede my entire Madden career, and that was because I was doing a colon cleanse, and the actual carton told me that it was starting 3 hours, and it started in like 1. And my gut started going crazy, and I think the game was I think the guy was up by like 7 or something like that. And I talked about it in one of my videos also. I actually put the video out. I think it was like Madden 17. But it's always healthy to make sure you clean your colon. You clean your colon, Peter Piper Pit Peppers. Clean your colon every like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Something that's herbal, all natural, and just get everything out of your large intestine, especially if you eat meat. But anyway, so look, this is what happened, right? I'm playing the dude. The dude goes up, I think he was up by like 7. And it was like the beginning of the 3rd quarter or something like that. I got to go find the video. And my stomach started bubbling, bro. And I was about to drop a load in my chair. I was like, listen, yo, could I have won the game? It's possible. But I had to go. You see, the difference is like, if you get 2 pauses, right? Because like, maybe I paused the game once. I'm like, all right, it's just a fart. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of doodle came out. I'm good. But then if I have to pause the game again, it's probably full throttle, all doodle in my underwear. I need to go to the bathroom. So that should be enough. Like 2 pauses is enough to figure out what's going on is what I'm trying to say. Like I should have enough information about my bowel movement after the first pause. I'm just giving you guys an example of the only times that you should ever have to pause the game. You see what I'm saying? But to give a guy 5 pauses, it just seems excessive. Now look at this play. Look at this right here. Okay, he's breaking that tackle. He's breaking that tackle. Keep going, break that tackle, keep breaking tackles. Yo, look, man, I'm going to tell you right now, man, this game right here, it has to be an experiment on how much the human body can take. It just has to be, bro. Because this doesn't make any sense at all that it would happen. It just makes absolutely no sense that it would happen. And I'm just getting really, really sick and tired of it because this guy is an absolute moron. He's an absolute moron, bro. And he's just going to stay in the game longer now to annoy me because EA just allowed him to do that. Because he didn't care if he got that or not. That's the thing about it. These guys don't care if they get first downs or not. They just want to make sure that they ruin your day. That's what Madden has become. It's become a bunch of idiots that just want to ruin your day. And that's what these guys do. And it's really, really foolish. But like I said, it is what it is. You can't really argue it. You can't really, you know what I'm saying, try to figure out what you could do to avoid it. he's going to be an idiot. He's going to waste the time. He's going to pause the game. He's going to do a lot of these things unless you can make it really brutal for him. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick him off and you got to run it for 6. You got to do things like that. You got to make it very, very ridiculous, because now this is another thing that they do. They'll just let the clock wind down. They know they lost the game, and it's very, very easy to just pause the game and leave, but they will stay there and they will wait. And what happens is, you know, because I've been tweeted about this as well, they'll let it happen, you know, a couple times, and then the game will disconnect because of grieving, which is what's going to happen in this case, right? After he did all the Pausegate and everything like that, he realized he can't win the game. He's frustrated. You know, his SpongeBob underwear that he's wearing across his face, you know, he doesn't know what to do with it. His TV's off. All these things are going on right now. So he's really going through it, okay? So he's going to go this route. Sometimes when you do this, it could make you get the reputation of being a glitcher, because sometimes the servers are wacky. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, 98% of the time, you're going to get the win off this. But this guy is trying to figure out a way that he can hurt the opponent no matter what. He just wants to see what's going to happen. And that's what I have an issue with. Him even being able to do all this, him getting 5 pauses, because he's an absolute trash can. You know what I'm saying? He's similar to Des Bryant over the last couple of years. He's just terrible. And that's pretty much what it is. And ultimately, is this going to ever be stopped? They may in the future stop 5 pauses and give everybody 2, but we have yet to see, man. I want to know what you guys and girls are thinking about it. Make sure you subscribe. I don't know. It's the same thing. One love.